Most compatible couple crowned.
How does that make you feel now?
It makes me feel well. And like, it might not have worked out romantically for people, but we all still have love for each other, you know. So we can dance.
I hear that heavily. However,
You
like
just wouldn't have
I'd have to be like BBC. Sorry, like respectfully to the side.
Essentially, you're sitting on a couch with your ex-boyfriend, and you guys have not spoken really since the breakup. And then Danny Minogue is asking you why you're not together, and your friends and family are behind you, and there's so many cameras. Like, it's so awkward.
Yeah. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're hydrated, well rested and looking after yourself and all of that. For those of you who know me, what are you saying? It's nice to see you. Hope you missed me. And for those of you who do not know me, I mean, low-key you messed up, but it's nice to see you. I am joined today, guys, by someone who is very highly requested, very highly anticipated. It is Mr. Callum from IKAB.
Hello. Wow, that's a good intro. That is a big
What can I
intro.
say? Professional.
Very that.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm enjoying the sun. Yeah, I'm enjoying the sunshine. It doesn't last for very long in UK land, so I'm embracing
But it has been lasting, though. Like, this has been a long period of sun, and I'm like, is it edging us? Is it just going to go?
Do you know what? It's one of those ones, right, where I'm thinking I don't want to, like, keep my hopes for too long because I feel like when I get a bit too big for my boots, it starts raining.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you get? It's really weird because I went to Greece like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the weather there was actually worse than it was in the UK.
Really?
I literally had like all my friends like going to the park and oh my god, like hope you're well.
That's crazy. That's
really crazy, like a 4-hour trip. But yeah, so okay, so it's been a certain amount of time since the reunion.
Yeah.
How do you? I mean, let's start from the jump. Like, let's talk initially getting onto the show. What's the process? Did you apply yourself? Were you scouted? Talk me through it.
Yeah, so I was scouted. Someone messaged me.
That's a slay.
That part, yeah. I was scouted. And you know what? I'm so glad that I was, because honestly, I don't think I would have applied. Like, as in, like, it just wasn't on my. Well, I wouldn't have applied because it wasn't something I was thinking to do. You know.
Yeah.
So I got scouted, and then you kind of like go back and forth between the BBC, and it's kind of hard because you don't actually know like if you're going to be on or not. Like, it got to the point where I was kind of halfway towards the end of the like casting application process, and I was like, oh, I think I might be going on, you know, but they don't quite tell you. And then I found out that I was flying out like 2 weeks before, and then so I was like getting everything ready, and then just flew out, and the rest is history, I guess.
Is the process quite long?
I think no, I don't think it's quite long. So it was over the course of a month.
Oh, minor. That's not that long, really. Okay.
It's not long, but the only thing is where it is like quite full on, you are going back and forth a lot that month. It is very much like on your mind. So yeah, but I would say it's a pretty
gosh, God, what a kick in the face if you don't get it after the month as well.
I know,
you know,
I know, and because like towards the end they can't really tell you, but there's some like hints where you're like when they come in to see your family, there's when they come meet your friends and family, you're like, okay, surely I'm going on, and I was even like, am I going on? They're like, we have to wait. I'm thinking, okay, but then got the call.
Yeah, fair, okay, and then like, I don't know if you can answer this, but like, do the majority of people get scouted? Or was it like 50-50 game?
I don't know. I think it's kind of 50-50. I know some of the boys said they got scouted. Some of the boys said they applied.
Yeah.
So I think it is just 50.
Like a mix and a match.
Yeah, just 50-50.
And how does it feel? Because obviously, like, it's been like, so it was in September, correct? And it's been like X amount of months since, well, it was filmed. I'm assuming it's purposely done to like assess whether or not like couples are still together, right? That's my presumption anyway. Yeah. How does it feel to like obviously like have like this gap in between? Does it feel like surreal for it to like come back to life?
It does, because I feel like where it was filmed so long ago, like I can remember parts, but I can't remember like the in-depth conversations that are being had and things like that. So watching it back, it is really nice. And obviously as well, like I can only remember it from my point of view, right? I can remember what I'm saying in the tea room. I can remember what I did. So like actually seeing the whole show and seeing other people's point of views and seeing what other people are saying and stuff, like it's really nice. Like a lot of the situations that were happening in the Masseria, I'm watching it back and I'm like, oh, so that's what was going on. Like
from their point of view.
Yeah, from their point of view. And it makes a lot of sense. And like it is nice as well. And like even like a lot of these friendships that we've had to kind of keep secret. Like we can't be posting together or anything like that. So now like the show coming out, like it's nice to just like let it all out and enjoy.
Yeah. For sure. And it feels like also like, even though like the show is primarily like to find someone, I guess that's like the gist of it, right? I think what I've quite enjoyed consuming as like an observer from afar is like the idea how like it's very I wouldn't say focused, but it's like a benefit being able to actually find like love platonically.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not exactly broadcasted very heavily in gay culture. Do you know what I mean? It's very like centered and focused around like being like romantic and like the what I can't say because this is PG.
All of that.
Do you know what I mean though? So it's really refreshing to like see like all these friendships like blossom out of it, you know, kind of like I feel like it gives like a lot of like younger people hope.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely like the friendship aspect of it is just like amazing. But I always said this when I was going in, like even through the application process, and I was asked like, what am I looking for? It's like, of course I am looking for love and a romantic connection, but I also want to like find friends within community.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have many gay or queer friends, not really been part of the community at all. And I was like, that's definitely something that I do want to find. And like, I wanted to mix, because how else do you meet people really? But, like, social media and stuff like that.
It can
like,
be...
how can you assess if you actually want to be friends with someone based off social media?
I mean, I feel like if you're just up front, I've actually like messaged people and actually said to them like, I want to be friends, and then they'll be like, oh, like nothing more than friends. I'm like, no, like just friends. But then that can
really?
be that can
I
be
can't
yeah.
imagine that.
I mean, it hasn't been successful,
Right?
But I'll shoot my shot.
Yeah,
You know?
I guess shooting your shot in a friendship way just seems, I don't know, like I feel like meeting friends like that's what I found like being in the Masseria, of course, like friendships blossomed naturally because you're actually around people. But I feel like when it's on social media and you're speaking to people with them, like you don't really know what you're going off based off, what, like a selfie, if you want to be friends with someone.
Yeah, and it's do you not like, okay then fair. So with that being said, then do you not like go out? Are you not outside?
No, I am outside.
Yeah.
I do go out, but like I said before the show, really, I was just like hanging out with like straight people. I was going to like straight clubs and stuff, and it's like honestly, like it's actually the ghetto.
I really hate that for you.
Yeah, like it was not. I have a couple good gay besties, but they don't live in London. So whenever they come down, then we'd go out together. But most of the time, I'm like in straight clubs with the girls. Yeah. Not anymore.
Hasn't been me for a very long time, to be honest. I refuse to. I'm allergic to straight clubs.
Yeah, I don't enjoy them anymore.
Yeah. Have you been to Pussy Palace?
No, I haven't.
You're not serious.
I
It's
have
so
not been to
fun.
Pussy Palace.
It's
I've heard it's very fun.
Literally like the best place to be. They've closed it at the moment, but I'm like patiently waiting for like the return. It's like the only place in London where I'm like, I can't say, but yeah.
Okay. Do you know when they reopen, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Forgive my future behaviour. Okay, so cool. So I guess like you said, like people go to like get a boyfriend to meet someone, right? But like, how do I word this? Okay. Do you think anyone like goes with like other intentions?
Such as?
Well, like I think because like reality TV is obviously in such growing demand, naturally I think, and maybe in all fairness, maybe I don't know the logistics or like the viewership for IKAB in comparison to other shows. Like I don't have that knowledge, even though obviously we have a very like intensive research team. Big up them, Cap. But like naturally, a lot of people I find who go on these shows are hoping to get something out of it.
Yeah. I think like obviously everyone's going on there for love or connection in some, but I think also at the back of your mind you do know like it is on TV, and you do know what can come with that, and also some people might also be on there to raise their platform in a positive way as well, like because you get a platform with it and you can then do with that what you want, and like
I agree.
Queer love on such a wide platform, which is needed. I wish I could look up to people who had platforms like this when I was younger.
Yeah,
so I think it's a bit of both, but I think it's with good intentions. It's like you're not trying to get like a boohoo man, Brandel.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And call it a day.
No, for sure. Like when I think of like Adam and Lars, I think they're great examples.
100%.
Like the stuff that they're like advocating for is like really important and really necessary.
Yeah.
Even someone who isn't like directly affected by either, I'm still very much like wanting to like widen my knowledge. You get it? I think it's so important. Like I think they're more than not a lot of people can be very like restrictive.
Yeah.
When it doesn't necessarily directly affect them.
Yeah, and I think Adam and Lars are a perfect example. Like with them, like Adam wasn't successful finding love. Lars was successful finding love, but they both also got that amazing platform, and look how like well they've been received, and look how much like awareness they're raising and how many people can be seen through them. Like that's a great example of, you know, using your platform for good.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's get into it. So you're in the first episode, but slightly later, right?
I was, yes.
Yeah. So your first lips was with Jack S.
Jack S.
Yeah, big up him. I love him. Okay, so like, I'm guessing you didn't know what any of them looked like prior to going in, right?
No.
No, okay. So like, naturally, when you met all of them afterwards, did anyone catch your eye initially?
Well, I will say, so after like going in, first of all, I was actually a bit taken back because I'd literally just gone in and I'm meeting like 10 guys.
Understandably.
Yeah. But I remember at the time, Ruben did stand out to me and I did say, and obviously later on, me and Ruben did explore a little something, which didn't go.
Just a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say, yeah, it was mainly, yeah, obviously I was with Jackass and then, yeah, Ruben stood out to me. Straight off the bat, I would say I knew Aaron and Jazz, the energy they had, they were just off the cards. I would say straight away.
Yeah.
Even though I'd only just met them, but straight away, like the energy of them together, I was like, yeah, these, I'm not even going to try to talk to either of these.
Fair.
Which makes sense because they're besties now, like my besties. So I'd say, yeah, mainly just Ruben and obviously Jackass.
That's pretty mad then, how Jordan's the one who like was took the majority of your experience, right?
Yeah.
But you're so right, because I think with these shows, I don't know if you ever noticed this, I feel like there's a pattern where like naturally there with a dating show, there's always like one couple that are kind of locked in from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, that's always the case, isn't it? I think with the season before, okay, I actually can't remember their names, Gareth and...
Shibomi.
Thank you so much. Yeah, big up him. But that usually is the case. But that's quite interesting, the fact that it's Jordan who seemed to catch your eye for the majority then.
Yeah, I know. And I think like, I think same goes for Jordan as well. Neither of us were on each other's radar from the beginning. Like, I think, I can't remember correctly, but Jordan was off doing his thing with whoever. I was kind of caught up with between Jackass and Ruben for the first week or so. And then like me and Jordan didn't cross each other's paths until... I think we played a game of Spin the Bottle and then we had like a kiss and then from then we was kind of like in each other's mind and then we like explored it from then. But for the first few days, we wasn't on each other's radar.
I kind of like that though, because it kind of means, because when someone isn't naturally the person who catches your eye like initially and they do later on for whatever reason, I actually think that makes it more special.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you may not necessarily be like my, I don't know, like type on paper, if you will, but like the fact that you're not my type and I've managed to still feel a certain way towards you means that you must be pretty special.
Yeah, and it grows, and that's another thing like I was saying, like when I was talking about friendships, but even relationship wise, like why I wanted to do a show like this is because I only meet people through like social media or the apps, like and like if that's the case, then I wouldn't have something grow with someone like naturally, you know.
Yeah.
Like, actually meeting people in person, hanging out with people, like that's a prime example of how, you know, it can blossom.
For sure. Yeah, and it's a different way of like capturing people's energy. It's quite an organic way of meeting someone as well. It's quite like, and like if it is successful, like it's quite a cute way as well, you know? Like naturally when you date someone, like, I mean, obviously I belong to the streets, so it's not applicable to me. But like, naturally when you date someone, say you see them like once or twice a week, right? But it's quite intense in a way, isn't it? Like actually being with them like morning, noon and night, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess it makes sense how, I mean, relationships develop so quickly.
Yeah, especially because I know in the past I've watched shows before and I've been like, why are they all acting so crazy? They've been with each other for what, like 3 or 4 days. But when you're in these, when you're like in that, like every day you're together from start to finish and you have no phones, no outside world contact. So this is literally all it is. So the tiniest thing is like amplified.
Yeah.
Like, you could like someone a little bit on Monday, wake up on Tuesday and you're planning your wedding. Like everything's like so intense.
Understandably. What do you guys do for the whole day? Like, is it a lot of chilling time?
Do you know what? It's a mixture. Like there is chilling time. It kind of depends on what's happening. Like if there's like, I don't know, like 3 big conversations happening like, with people, then the rest of us will kind of be chilling. And sometimes we get put on what's called like ice chat, where like if there's other stuff going on, you kind of just
Can't
chill and you can speak, but just nothing about not anything show related,
right?
Or like couple related, or be in the kitchen making foods, be in the pool, just kind of chilling. Really, there's always stuff going on, and like at this point, like you're all friends with everyone, so you're just on holiday.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like a big gay holiday.
Yeah, very that.
Yeah, fair.
Very that.
Okay, nice. But I feel like, because it must have been after like episode 3 or 4, you guys were like pretty like locked in for the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective anyway, pretty locked in for the whole season, right? Were there like any like hiccups or like
honestly
anything in
like,
between?
Not really. Like from when we decided that we was locked in with each other, like from when we had that conversation, do you remember that 4-way chat we had with Jackass and Jordan?
I do.
Kind of honestly, like watching it, it's kind of funny.
I mean, yeah.
It's an interesting one because like how you're never put in these situations in like in the real world. In the real world, I can't imagine you'd have to sit 2 people down and tell them that you want to date each other now.
I mean,
what did you think?
I'd be pressed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, right, okay. I think it's more the fact, I mean, personally, this is just me and it's subjective, right? I feel like if I was linking someone or I was like seeing someone or in a couple with somebody and then they came to me with a new person they were with, I would like, oh, do you know what? Like, could you not have done this separately? But then
Do you think, would you not have rather like the honesty though? And you're with like your bestie, so you've got like support.
I mean, each to their own end. But I mean, I'm a bit like low key crazy, and it would needs must. And then I just feel like I'd be like, well, okay, fair enough, but do you have to like shove it in my face?
Yeah, true. Yeah. I can see it from all different angles. I think like I remember in the time we just wanted to like just be honest. And I think that's the only thing that you can really do in that is just be honest.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we was feeling in the time. And we was like, look, we're gonna want to explore this more, so let's get this done now as a four. But yeah, I've seen some people love that, some people don't.
Yeah.
But
I mean, my biggest praise to you is that you're very direct. Like you're very to the point.
yeah,
You're
I feel
very
like you have to be.
Yeah, I agree. Because realistically, if you're not lipsing by the end of the evening, you are gone.
Yeah, it's very that. Like time is not of the essence.
Yeah.
Like you need to find your connections quick, and also like I don't want to waste anyone else's time either. Like I wouldn't want to be like in a situation where someone might think I'm leading them on, and then like they could either end up going home, or someone could come in who could be for them, and they're like wasting their time on me. Like I'd just rather everyone have the best experience and genuinely find connections.
No, I agree.
I think in life anyway, I'm just very direct.
Yeah,
like, that's just my approach.
To be honest, I think it's like quite a nice way to be because at least people know where they stand.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I feel like. And I mean, not even generalise, just people in general, like, just aren't very upfront or very to the point. People like to sugarcoat quite a lot.
I don't like
do you get? Neither do I, to be honest. I'm just like, I'm a victim of it.
Victim. It is hard though, because some people like, depending on people's personality, some people are quite sensitive and they need it to be sugarcoated.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can be direct to someone and then like that's not what they like, and then they can be kind of upset. So.
True. I mean, each to their own end.
Yeah.
I just feel like in the environment, because it's already quite intense and like it's very like high, rapid, and like fast pace. You just have to really keep it moving respectfully.
Yeah, you do.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I went off track with your question. What was your question? Was me and Jordan locked in till the end, basically?
Like, did you have like any hiccups?
Any hiccups? Not really. No, we didn't really have any hiccups. There was a little bit of like a stress, maybe you could say, when Alex came in, which didn't really get aired, but I think that was just because a new boys came in, and up until then no one had come in
that caught anyone's eye or anyone's interest.
So naturally that was like a little hurdle, I guess, but like not a big
nothing
drama or
severe.
Anything. No, we was kind of just locked in till the end.
Per
Most compatible couple crowned.
And how does that make you feel now?
It makes me feel well
not now, sorry. How does that like I kind of guess that's the right question. Like looking back now, do you think that's like
two things? Like in the time, I was really happy with it, of course, because we were most compatible couple, and obviously like we wanted to like explore our connection and take it further, and like if we're being labeled as most compatible, that was really good. You know?
It's a compliment.
Yeah, a massive compliment, and like it gave us like a security, which was nice. But obviously, looking at it now, like that's not actually the case.
Yeah,
because we're not together, you know. But at the time, it was.
Yeah, and I feel like also at the time, I mean, I feel like the environment itself makes it more like heightened, right? You know, like it's kind of like, I mean, I'm talking like this as someone who obviously hasn't been, but like obviously BBC, what are you saying? Joking, I'm too old.
No, wait, how old are people? I don't know the ages.
How old do you think I look?
You look like my age, 28, and that is very young, by the way.
28 is very young.
It is very young. So wait, are you older? 30. 5? 36.
26.
You're sick. Alright, fine. I was okay, yeah, so you could go on there then if you're 26.
But then by the time I'd go on, I'd be like 28.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm 28.
You weren't 28 at the time, though?
No, I was 27. Yeah. But Alex was 28 when he came on, I believe.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Sorry, what were we saying?
You were saying, oh god, we're actually such yappers. What was you saying? Most compatible?
Was there anything in particular? And I mean, like, I don't even mean this romantically. I mean, just like as a whole. Is there anything in particular that we missed that was obviously like quite like iconic and not even like drama? What was just something that you thought, oh, like that was funny, that was cool, that was sick. Why did that not get aired?
Cool or sick? I think like there was just so much like more just like goofiness. I feel like obviously like where the show is, what how long's an episode? Like an hour I guess.
Like 45 minutes,
they've got to
50
cut
minutes?
so much down. Obviously, they need to cut so it all makes sense for like story wise. Like so, like a lot of like the silly goofiness like didn't quite make it in. Like me, Jazz, and Jack used to be running around like pretending to be superheroes. I'm kind of glad they didn't put that in.
Yeah,
kind of mad. But like just funny, silly stuff. Like a lot of like dancing. Was doing like lip sync. Like was doing like lip sync to their lives.
Love.
Like just like running around being like just dumb. And there's a lot of like that stuff that I would have liked to see more of.
Yeah.
Anything iconic, like I'm trying to think if there's any like drama or anything that got cut out. Jazz and Baraka got into a little bit of drama, which didn't make it.
Interesting, okay.
About like the whole like Jack D situation with like Baraka coming in.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
there was a little bit of drama, but not even that wasn't like crazy. I think it was mainly just like a lot of silliness and goofiness that didn't make it.
I love that, and I love the friendship for the three of you. I think it's really wholesome to see.
Yeah,
it's very, very sweet.
I love that friendship.
I'm here for it.
Actually, like crazy. Like it's so weird because I feel like obviously I only met them. Well, it's not a long time now, so not that recently. But like I almost can't remember like life friendship wise before
without them.
Yeah, like it's all just like so wholesome. Like we'd be having sleepovers all the time, and like I think it was like a few months ago. Like I can't remember where we was going, but we was all just like getting ready together and like looking in the mirror and like sharing each other's clothes. And I had a moment where I was like, this is like so nice. It's like this is like healing like an inner child. Like these friendships, like it's like everything to me.
There's something like really beautiful about finding like chosen family, which usually is like queer family. I remember because I think this is why I kind of relate to you and why I was like so eager to talk to you, because I'm also from like an area which is very white dominated, right?
Where are you from?
Gloucestershire.
Okay.
Are you familiar with it?
No, but it sounds like a white area.
Have you heard of like very Cheltenham races?
It sounds like where?
Cheltenham races.
Races, yeah, Cheltenham. I don't know.
Like nearby, kind of, an hour and a half away from here ish.
Okay.
And like I remember, like for the longest time, it was very much like, is this what life's like?
Very that.
Do you know what I mean?
Very
like,
that.
do I need to go to Jamaica to find my people? And obviously, like I'm gay in it, so like I'm not really like I'm not the safest in Jamaica.
You're not going to Jamaica.
Do you know what I mean? And I remember then like meeting like other like black and gay people who'd been out since they were like 15, 16. And I thought, yo, this is like a complete different like lens, you know? And it's really refreshing to see someone who, because it's weird, because I see it quite a lot on people say, oh, like I can really relate. And to be honest, more time than not, I don't get that.
Yeah.
just my own take. I don't really get that. And then when I was watching the conversation between you and Ruben talking about like feeling othered and having to like, I can't remember how you worded it really well, basically saying like, I just owned it because what else can I do? And I just love that for you, you know?
Yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like I had no choice. Like, I remember I was thinking like, so now I was in a situation where I realised that I was interested in guys, and then I wanted to date guys, and I was thinking, so what, am I now just not gonna date guys because other people aren't gonna like it? Like, but then I'm just not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense to me. I was like, I'll just do what I want.
And I wish everyone felt like that.
Yeah, but I say I'm kind of privileged in the sense though, because like my family were really accepting, and my close friends were really accepting. Like I can imagine if some people might not be in that privilege, and then it could be hard. Like I had a choice to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And also I guess it depends how you are as well. Like I was aware like in school, like I probably might get shit for it, or some people might, but I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Like some people are a bit softer in that approach, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's a really good mentality to have, to be honest. I really, really respect it. I think it's very valuable, and it's something that I really wish I had seen on TV, like about like when I was like a lot younger, you know?
Yeah, and that's something that I'm like really happy to be a part of, because I had like quite a few messages, like, of people like relating to it, and I was like, this is so nice, because like that would have been great for me.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't lucky enough to have that, but like now I can be the person for other people, which is like really nice, really, really nice.
Do you feel like in a way then you kind of have like a somewhat responsibility trying to like rep like, I don't know, like gay black people?
I think like I wouldn't. Do you know what? It's weird because I don't feel like it's a responsibility, because like that's just what I'm doing now. I am gay and I am black and I'm being myself. Like
cool.
I'm always repping that, because I am unapologetically myself, and like that's who I am. So like I wouldn't say a responsibility. I'd say more of like a privilege, I guess, that I can like continue being myself, and it's helping other people. Like that's like amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I love that for you. Let's talk about like like the final kiss off. What are the feelings and emotions going through your head at that point? Are you like pretty certain?
As in like just before?
Or even maybe like not even just
after we've met friends and family.
Actually, let's start with that. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I would say meeting family of someone you're dating, I find scary and awkward anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So then doing that on a TV show, and it's people I've not met before. And also, there's so many things that go through your head. I'm thinking, oh my God, my family here. And then I'm thinking also, my family have never been on camera before. Like, how are they going to find it all? And now I'm with Jordan, and now I'm meeting Jordan's family. Like, there's a lot going through your head.
Quite overstimulating.
Yeah, very overstimulating. And obviously, you also want to make a good impression. And like Jordan had expressed like how like how much of a high regard he holds his dad to and his dad's opinion. So I'm like, I need to make a good impression. And then obviously after that, like we don't see each other. Like you'd be separate for the night until the morning. So I was thinking like, as much as I was confident that he would turn because we had like a smooth sailing journey the whole time, I was also like, there could be a chance maybe his dad didn't like me. Yeah. And then they could then have that conversation and I don't know. And that's now changed Jordan's opinion. Yeah. And then also my sister was saying to me, because like me and my sister are ridiculously close, like I hold her opinion to a high regard. And then she kind of threw a span in the work because she was like, well, what's this distance? Like, are you actually going to work? He lives in Manchester, you live in London. And then I think like before I had that conversation, I didn't really think like that deep into it because I just knew that we really liked each other. So I was just like in the little bubble. And when my sister said that, I was thinking, oh, like, will that work? But then it's just like loads of stuff because like we're separated and there's the pressure of like the big thing tomorrow, the big kiss. So I think it was just like a lot of spiraling. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question. I feel like I was rambling.
No, it somewhat does. I mean, it was like you had like minor doubts, but nothing.
Minor doubts, but significant. I knew that. I feel like I knew that we would both turn. I knew that I was going to turn. I knew that he was going to turn. I was just getting like spiraling a bit because of the situation. Yeah, like it's a very unique situation to be in. And
to be honest, though, from like again from like a viewer's perspective, I did think that you dealt with meeting the family like quite well. You know, like what was it? I should have quoted it very much.
Farm, probably,
and like bringing like the vibes, but you won't be like milking a cow or somewhat.
Yeah, because Jordan was mentioning how like they grew up on a farm and they love their farm stuff, but like that is, I just can't imagine myself milking a cow or like getting actual like getting dirty like with that money. That's not my vibe. I would bring the vibes. I would be there, like go like milk that cow, like I support you, like
cheerleader.
But like I'm over here. Like, I'm very much over here. So yeah, no, and it was nice. Like Jordan's family were amazing. Like it was nice. I felt like really welcomed. I felt like very much at ease. I was nervous until I started speaking with them. And same with I can't speak for Jordan, but same with my family, I would think. So yeah, it was nice. And also like it was a big comfort of like actually having my family there as well.
I agree.
Which was nice because I haven't spoken to them or seen them in ages.
Yeah, it's like a reassurance, isn't it, in a way? Yeah. But do you know what, though, to be honest, and maybe this is just me being someone who hasn't been on the show, I personally think, if someone, like, didn't want to kiss me, right, I'd be like, look, like, for the sake of the camera, can you, like, just kiss me, we can break up afterwards? Like,
really? Would you rather that?
Yeah, these men are better than me. And it's when I see everyone, like, dancing afterwards, I thought, no way. No, I don't. Yeah. I guess there must be some logistic where you have to.
That's one of the things that I always find so awkward, because, like, in real life and, like, TV world, it's kind of different. Yeah. Like, when, like, something crazy will just happen, like, the most craziest drama, and then all of a sudden it's like, come round me and then he unlatched. I'm like, no what? Way. Like, that's crazy. Like, after someone's just been sent home or someone's not kissed someone. But like, I think, like, especially towards the end, even if people hadn't turned for each other and stuff, at this point we all are really close. And like, it might not have worked out romantically for people, but we all still have love for each other, you know? So we can dance.
I hear that heavily. However,
you
like, I'd have to be like, BBC, sorry. Like, respectfully to the side.
And you know what? I'm actually the same. I think I'm just talking because of how I came out lucky with it all. But if I was standing there and someone didn't turn around for me, I think I would, like, flip the set. I'd be like, we're not, it's a wrap.
It's not for me, respectfully, but obviously Ruben and Jack, big up you two. I respect you guys heavily because it could not be me.
And I didn't see any of that because, like, I don't know how
I think your
order it came out, but in person we was last. So I didn't see any of these any of the kiss offs. So I didn't know who would turn around for who. And then afterwards I remember I was speaking to Ruben and I was like, you're right. He's like, last didn't turn. I was like, shut up. Like, yes, he did. He was like, no, he didn't turn. I was like, Ruben, like, yes, he did. He's like, no, he didn't. And I was like, oh, like, I'm sorry. That's really awkward. That sounds really awkward.
What do you do in that moment, though?
I was like, I'm sorry. Just gave him a hug. And I was like, oh, because I missed it all. So I didn't know who turned for who didn't turn for who. And I was like, oh, wow. And then, like, the vibes were... It was awkward.
Yeah, fair.
And sad as well. Like, I just felt like really sad.
And I think I think Ruben and Lars are like a favourite as well.
Yes.
Like people, like from online discourse, people are really rooting for them. But I mean, they're very happy now.
Yeah, very happy.
Big up them. They're a gorgeous couple.
Yeah. That's the thing that I'm enjoying the most now about like the reunion being out, is seeing them be able to like show the world that they're together. Because obviously I've seen Ruben and Lars at like events and stuff, and it's not been a secret to me that they're together. Same with Jazz and Aaron, especially Jazz and Aaron, because I'm with Jazz all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like now that like the reunion's out and they can like share their love with like the world, it's like so sweet. Like I love seeing them like on the timeline now, and it's not like a big secret.
I'm so here for it. I love queer love.
I love love,
especially with beautiful couples.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've finished. You're in high spirits. Do you leave shortly afterwards, I'm assuming?
We leave that. Did we leave that night? Yeah, we left that night with our friends and family.
Very drastic.
We left. We literally filmed our last tea room, packed our bag. We had already packed our bags from the night before.
Yeah.
And then we leave that night with our friends and family though, which was
that's nice.
Yeah, so we will go on a coach to a hotel. We stay at a hotel for the night and then fly home in the morning.
So this is September.
Yes.
Is this September?
Yeah. I think.
Okay, let's go with September. So, how long? And between September and let me get this right. Between September and Halloween, is that right? Halloween, yeah, correct. Okay, well done, Jord. Big up me.
Halloween
Big
is
up.
just like that's well. I don't know.
Yeah, fair. It's my favourite holiday.
It is my favourite holiday too.
Really, do you like dressing up?
I love dressing up.
I love that. What did you go as last Halloween?
What did I go as last Halloween? So dead. Like it was last minute. I went as like a prisoner. You know, that's always the go-to.
Like a jumpsuit type of vibe.
Jumpsuit, white vest.
Oh wow,
little upside down teardrop, dead. But before that, I went as Chucky.
That's camp.
Yeah, and
love that.
I actually ate. It looks
yeah. I went as Aladdin once, right? And I've never.
I can see that.
Let me show you. And I looked so good, yeah. And this guy came up to me in the club and was like, "Look, just because you're brown, don't go to." How did he word it? He was brown as well. Like, he was black too.
You should have started with that.
Context. What? Yeah, he was like, "Look, just because you're black, you don't need to go as POC characters." I was like, "Mate, I look like a."
Anyone you go as is going to be POC because you're POC.
No, but I think what he was trying to say is
you should have went as like Snow White.
But I could rock Snow White. But I've never had so many compliments, right? And in my head, I think, why is it on Halloween I get more compliments than any other time of the year? Like, not even just like in my natural, like... You show you?
Maybe it's the aura.
Maybe.
Oh, I mean, you've got blue contacts in as well. And wait, is your head shaved here?
Yeah.
Oh, you look good. Yeah, I can see why you was getting compliments. What, did you have like a carpet?
I had a lamp, but it got taken off me because it wasn't appropriate for the O2.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, not a carpet.
That's a good costume then.
Yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, I love Halloween. But yeah, okay, so between the end of September so how are things going with Jordan in between that time period?
Yeah, they were good. Like just continuing as normal. Obviously he lives in Manchester, I lived in London, so we wasn't together all the time, but like he stayed with me for a bit in London.
Cool.
And he came to like my hometown to see like meet my mum and stuff.
Love.
There was plans for me like in the calendar for me to go up to Manchester, but that was after we had called things off. So yeah, it was all good.
So quite frequent then?
Yeah, I'd say pretty frequently.
Because the commute's not really commuting, is it? Like it's very much like...
Not really.
But do you know what though, to be fair, with respect, there's quite a lot of like transport to and from London to Manchester, you know, so obviously it is... I'm very much like things can work if one wants them to. Like I don't think definitely. Distance should be like that much of a barrier, especially if you live in the same country. I have a friend who lives in Bristol and his girlfriend lives in like not Greece, Sweden.
That's crazy though. Yeah, a different country. I don't think I could do that.
They're together every 3 weeks.
I don't think I could date someone in a different country.
Really,
that's just too far.
Fair, I'm here for it.
Really?
I just feel like, because I'm not introverted, but because I have like, I'm just very busy all the time. I feel like if I spend less time with someone, it's going to be more valued.
Yeah, I see that. I'm quite like that too. But I think if you're if you're doing long distance and you're still in the same country, if you wanted to be like spontaneous, like one night, like, do you know what, I want to go see my man. Yeah, you could. I don't think you could spontaneously just be like, oh, I'm going to Greece right now. Like you've got to get off work. You like so much. It's like so much.
A lot of logistics.
You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of logistics.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Okay, cool. Fair. I mean, each their own, right?
Each their own, yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Manchester to London. Is there, so from the reunion, the gist that I'm getting is there was a bit, because I don't want to like be invasive, so I'm not going to talk about this too much, just like a brief overview, right? So I'm getting the impression that a situation occurred Halloween evening, and that's when like hit the fan, basically.
Basically, just like a situation occurred, and I just feel like we both had different communication styles, and I think we just realised that, like, overall, I think it just came to realisation that we're not like compatible or as in sync as we thought in how we handle things, which like is fine. Like, and like it didn't work out, and I genuinely wish him really well. But like we're just not each other's people. You know? And that's just how it is.
Just how it is.
Yeah.
Was there like anything like prior, like in between coming up to that was like a red flag, or was it just like? No,
not really. It was mainly just that, like, that situation. But I think we're just thinking like future wise. I just don't think it would work.
I see it both ways, because I guess like if you're having hiccups or like severe red flags that early on, it's very much like, well, like, why would I try and pursue? You know. But I also kind of think at the same time, everyone deals with things differently, but then...
Yeah, I think everyone deals with things differently, and everyone has different styles, right? So everyone's going to be able to relate to different things and how things are dealt with. But I just think, like, that's just how that situation was dealt with, and it didn't work out between us. But, like, that doesn't take anything away from the show or how I felt, like, in the moment. Like, maybe it was a holiday romance, but I had a great time, and, like, everything there... The connection was real. I wouldn't change anything, like how anything went. We just didn't work out, and like that's fine.
Is what it is.
Not every single relationship you get into works out. Like it's fine.
Naturally. Have you did you have much communication between like then and like before the show got aired?
Not really. I mean, we'd see each other at like events and stuff like when basically any event that like the whole cast or all the boys would be at, we'd see each other then, but other than that, not really.
Yeah, because you know what, like like I said to you before, like I kind of, as someone who's like chronically online, I kind of got like a inkling that you guys weren't together. But then like, because I don't know if this was like tactically done, but like none of the couples were sat together.
Yeah, well, at the reunion. Yeah, I didn't actually notice that until after, but I think it probably was tactile because, like, spoilers, you know?
No,
like,
I hear it, because you guys were, like, sat on the same row, but either side. God, you can tell this is, like, my research head, like, coming into place. And I was like, oh, okay, is this like tactically done? Are they like, is this, and are we going to see them like lip-sync on like the couch like 2 minutes later? And then obviously that just wasn't the case. And
I think as well, like when we like sat on the couch, like our body language, it was kind of
quite
obvious.
Apparent.
But also like, this is it's a very unique and awkward situation to be in. Like, like you're sitting on a couch with your ex-boyfriend and you guys have not spoken really since the breakup, and then Danny Minogue is asking you why you're not together, and your friends and family are behind you, and there's so many cameras. Like, it's so awkward. Like, how do you deal? Like, it's just an awkward situation that you wouldn't really be in in any other scenario. And like
neither, like, to be fair, like respectfully, neither of you were very patient with each other.
No, probably not. I think that just like emotions were probably just high, and it was just a very unique situation to be in. And I guess when you've like buried the hatchet and then it's been like resurfaced. That's the same with anything as well. I think that's like something I'm like watching the show back as well. Like all things that happened before is like come back up. Like even watching like with the whole like Justin and everyone and like situation there, like watching everything come back up. It's like, oh, I don't really remember it being like that in the time, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fair, big up him. How long has it been since the reunion?
What, since it's been filmed?
Yes.
About a week, maybe?
Oh, quite fresh there. I know they really did their big one getting it through.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
cool.
Yeah, the reunion was filmed like, I want to say a week ago.
Okay, nice. Fair. And like, what's in the pipeline like now? Like, do you have anything else? Like,
I'm just going to carry on doing me. Like, I don't really know. I'm just going to carry on being me. I definitely want to carry on like being like active on socials, being like we said, being like that representation. And I'm just going to carry on doing me, doing Pride, just being myself.
Yeah, hopefully get some more cool events.
Yeah, I can get used to the events, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
that VIP wristband, it really does make a difference.
I'll say no more. Because I did actually, I saw you, at Mighty Hoopla.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should have said hi.
Well, this is what my friend said, right? But like you were like getting literally like, what's the word?
Oh, like
gallivanted by like everybody.
Yeah,
and I was like,
a lot.
I was like, nah, allow it.
Yeah, it was crazy, and like I don't think I quite expected it. Like I know that obviously like people, and also it is Hoopla, so like everyone's gay, so everyone's watching the show, right?
Sure.
I expected like people to like, oh, you're so and so from IKAB Boy, but like actually being in there, like there was one point where like I was with Jazz and Baraka, and then like they went into the toilet, but I didn't in the toilet, I was waiting outside, and then I'm surrounded by like 10 people, and everyone's like asking me all these questions. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
like actually crazy. So fun though, but just crazy experience.
I think it's because the gays are very like heavy when it comes to supporting each other for the most part.
Yeah, and they're messy. Everyone wants the tea. They're like, who's still together, who's not? I'm like, I'm not telling you.
Because when did I see? I think it was Pixie Lot, because obviously I didn't realise how tall you were. Very slay, right?
Yeah.
Very slay.
Yeah, slay. Pixie Lot. Yeah, that probably wouldn't have been the best time to come get me either, because it was so busy.
I'm quite good at like assessing situations. I could see, because you were like, because it was actually big up Harry. It was actually my friend that pointed you out, because we were like, it must have been literally like 200 meters to the left. It was really, really close, right? And my friends were like, because we were talking about my podcast and what I'm trying to do this summer and all of that. And I was like, I really want to get Callum on. And they were, is he here? I was like, don't know, maybe. And then my mate was like, he's literally behind you. And then as you went off, my pals were like, let's go say hello to him. I was like, guys, respectfully, leave it. But
and did your pals come over to me?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but obviously Faris did his big one.
Yeah. Hooked us up.
Yeah, big up Faris.
Shout out.
Shout out. But yeah, I mean, what else is, so have you got any more, you got prides coming up and stuff like that?
Yeah, prides coming up. So many prides, which I'm excited for. Because I've only ever been, do you know what? Oh my God. I've never actually been to London Pride.
Neither have I.
Which is crazy, because I literally live here now.
Yeah.
But I used to always go to Brighton Pride, because I grew up very close to Brighton.
Well, it's Sussex, isn't it? Hastings?
Yeah. So I'd literally go to Brighton. I used to go there when I was like 16 as well.
Yeah, love that for you.
And just get the first train back in the morning. But I'd tell my mum I was like sleeping with my friends. Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm definitely going to do Brighton, London. I think I might be doing Glasgow Pride as well.
Is Glasgow
going to Glasgow Pride?
Is Glasgow a big one?
I don't know. I've not been before.
Fair.
But obviously,
is that where Jack lives?
Jack D and Jazz are from there.
Right.
So, and Jack lives there.
Okay.
So of course I'm going to go with them.
Yeah.
And see what's going on over there. Glasgow.
Love. Yeah, Brighton Pride's very fun.
Brighton Pride is so
very fun.
I love, like, as great as Pride is in the day, like after, do you know when they do the street parties and they like that's so fun.
What, afterwards?
Yeah.
Do you know, I must be a fake
You need
queer.
to get too risky. Wait, what? You've not been to... So what are you doing at Brighton Pride if you're not at the street parties?
I go to like, I do like the day party, like in like Preston Park, and then I'm like exhausted by the end of it. And
no, enough. Scrap it. Are you going to be at Brighton Pride this year?
100%.
Right, so we're not going home after Preston Park.
All right,
we're going to the street parties. I'll find you and we're going to go.
Sounds
sick.
fun.
Like, it's so good.
Do you like silent discos?
I don't know.
This isn't going to work.
I don't know how I feel about them. I kind of just feel like they're a bit weird. Like, why? Can we not just turn the music up? Why do we need the headphones? Why? Why do you love them?
You were doing so well.
But wait, what do you love about them?
I think it's because I'm autistic, so I just love the sound and the switch.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's just like really amusing. Like, do you like a silent disco? They're so fun, right? But like my friend moved a bit too mad. So like, have you been to Brighton Pride as well?
Yeah.
So like, did you guys go to the Brighton Pride of the year when Black Eyed Peas headlined and it was raining?
No, I didn't.
Okay, probably for the best. It was raining.
I would have went home.
So like, yeah, you can't really look cute in the rain. Do you know, especially with a fro? Like, it's
not with the hat. No.
But then I did get a guy ask me if I was on Love Island, so big up him.
See?
Yeah.
Big up
him. So me and my friend went to the silent disco on the Friday night. They do it on the pier. Mm-hmm. The pier, yeah. And it's so much fun. Granted, like no one like between the ages of like 21 to like 30 goes to it, but even but it's like
I think when did I do a silent disco? I did one once when I when I was like 21. I worked out in Iron Upper abroad.
That's fun.
Yeah, just got paid to get drunk, honestly.
Yeah.
And I did a silent disco there, and that was fun, actually. I think the reason I might not like silent discos is because I remember when in my hometown there was like an under 18 silent disco rave that would happen. So I just related to being a bit like loserish.
That's not the same energy.
But why did you ask? Is there a silent disco at Pride?
Yeah, there's one on the Friday on the pier. Okay. They do it every year.
Do you know what? I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll actually come try.
But like, obviously, like my reckless behaviour, because Pride is Pride, and
listen, Pride is Pride.
Yeah, belonging to the streets and all of that.
Well, I'm now welcome back to the streets. I am a proud member of the streets now.
This is actually my next question. So, are you? Is there anyone in the pipeline? Are you single?
No, I'm single.
I do feel like at the same time, does this are your DMs flooding?
Yeah, right. So this is the thing. So technically,
tell me all.
I've been single since Halloween, right?
Right.
Because that's when we've not been together. However, publicly, I've only been single since the reunion because I've not been speaking to anyone because I've been scared because like show wise, I don't want like start speaking to someone and then like the show comes out. Because I was just thinking like, if I was to start dating someone and then we got serious and then I had to watch them kiss people on TV, could I do it? No, I couldn't do that. So I just decided to just not date or speak to anyone until the show aired.
That's really interesting actually because I was talking about this yesterday. And my friend's response was, he's gorgeous, but I couldn't date someone from a TV show.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe I'll set you up.
Maybe. Is he cute?
What's your type?
I don't have, that's so annoying. I don't have a type.
Okay,
I don't have a type.
Okay, fair. But is there...
Tall, but not taller than me.
I mean, you're really tall, so I think it'll be good.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah. 6'2", gentlemen.
Yeah, muscular-ish.
Fair. That's
good personality, good chat. Come on, fair. Good chat.
It's actually quite hard to find good chat.
It's so hard to find good chat. It is. I'd take good chat over looks because it's so hard.
Really?
Good chat, yeah. Like you can be like so good looking, but then you've got dead chat. What am I going to do? Just sit here and look at you like I'm bored.
I hear that, but like I would rather be heartbroken by someone who's cute than someone that's not.
What are you heartbroken over? What? Because it's just how they look. Like how could they even like get into your heart if they have dead chat? What are you talking about?
Valid. Yeah, valid. Maybe someone who's like mediocre good looking.
Yeah, it needs. Okay, let me when I say I'll take good chat over looks, it needs to be a good, like at least like a 6.
Yeah. A 6 is hard to find though, you know.
Is it?
I think so.
A 6.
Yeah. But then my type's quite like weird.
What's your type?
I mean, I like. Okay, my main thing is like a blend of masc and femme.
Okay.
That's my main thing. Like, and it's not like, and also it's not like giving like masc for masc or anything. I mean, no, not that I'm masc obviously, but it's not giving like anything like that. It's just very much like I like energy in a sense where like you can look after me, but obviously I can look after myself. I'm 26.
Yeah, okay.
But then like my favorite singer is Ariana Grande. If you're not coming to see her on tour with me, we can't be together.
That's quite easy to find. No,
it really isn't.
I'll see if I know anyone. Hook you up.
Yeah, do it.
Because you don't want to be on the streets anymore, right? You're like a lover boy.
I mean,
why don't you wait till the end of summer?
I'm a lover boy if the option's available.
Fine.
Do you get like I'm quite like if someone gives me a reason to switch up, I'm going to. But like once I'm like disrespected or like not valued, you're gone. You know,
Yeah,
I haven't got the patience. I've got so many friends that like give these guys like 7 chances.
I'm like the worst friend for you to come to for advice. Like you can say me, so I'd be like dump him.
Yeah,
like enough. Like cool. Yeah. Like come on, especially if like you're looking for someone to be with like long term, like. Because if you want to be with someone long term, these behaviours are like how they're going to be long term. So like, don't waste your time.
I agree. It's very much like the flags were there from the jump, and you haven't ignored them.
But then it depends because sometimes you ignore the flags because there's other stuff going on. That's good.
Can you give me an example?
It's PG. PG pod, but I think you get the vibe. Sometimes red flags get ignored, you know.
Yeah,
but that's never good because then down the line they bite you in the ass.
I agree, and it's also I feel like entering my mid-20s, I'm very much like I need to like move differently. Like I date with intention. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like good. I want to like. Obviously, like 30 isn't old, but like when I'm like, because it's not old. It's not old at all. It's not old. It's only 3.5 years. It's not old. But like for me, it's very much like I have this vision of where like when I reach that point that I'd like to think life is somewhat a bit more settled. Do you get?
Yeah.
So like it's very much like I don't want to be like dicking back and forth even still at that point, even though obviously like this is like
I think like scrap all that, like scrap like thinking about like,
really
it's gonna be like when you're 30 and just do what you want to do. Like if you're in a relationship, fine. If you're footing and bopping, fine.
Yeah.
Like, just like see, because when you like start putting things like, oh, but when I'm 30, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like it just opens up gates for you to be like hard on yourself. Because then if you then hit 30 and you've had all these things that you want to be in a relationship, what if you're not? And you're like, oh, like I'm a loser.
I mean, I wouldn't go to that extreme. I would just be.
That was quite extreme.
I would just be more like, oh, okay, let's just push. Let's push it back to 35.
Yeah, true. I think I always used to think that 30 is like really old, but then like my brothers and sisters are in like they're 35, 36, and they are still just like so young.
Yeah,
like just normal young.
It is really young. It is really young when you deep it. I think also like gays are quite obsessed with youth.
Yeah, you always want to look young.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like my twink aesthetic is like slowly like evaporating because like, who's a twink at 26?
True. Well, apparently all of us are twinks, according to the public. The whole cast of Akis Boys is just twinks.
I personally wouldn't say that's true, but each to their own. Yeah.
So maybe the twink age is changing because a lot of us are quite older.
Yeah, like mid-20s, mass majority, right?
Yeah, the youngest was 22, I believe. Jack S.
Yeah, which is actually still like, like not like, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Callum, we're going to play a quick game.
Okay. I'm competitive, so.
It's not really that type of game, but that's good to know for when I'm trying to find you a man.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Add that to the list.
Quick question, actually. What's your idea of like a first date or like a cute date to like get to know somebody?
I'm just like quite simple. First of all, I do not enjoy like activity dates. Crazy golf, no. Bowling, no.
Really?
Climbing, shit, no. I don't like.
It's not gonna work.
I hate those kind of dates.
Right.
But I just like a nice like. I also don't like a sit down meal
Yeah,
for your
it's
first date.
really
It's
robotic.
too intimate. And then like if
I
we're not
agree.
vibing, but we still got our main dessert to come, what I'm
Yeah.
just gonna eat. So I just like a drink. Go to the bar, grab a drink. Yeah, like a drink.
Yeah.
I don't like cinema dates either. For first dates.
I feel like the cinema date was very much like a teenage thing. I can't think of any, like, especially for like a first date as well.
Yeah, well, actually, it depends though, because there are some cinemas which are quite the experience. You got the cinema with like the sofas, and you can get they can bring you like drinks and food and stuff. That is quite nice, but then you just end up not really watching the film and just talking. And I hate those people.
Yeah,
when I'm watching a film.
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say ideal date is just like grab a drink and have a chat.
Yeah.
For a first date.
Cool. Fair. Interesting. Okay. So this segment's called Side to Side. So the way it works is,
Ariana Grande reference. She's your favorite singer.
do you know what? It wasn't actually, but I feel like it just naturally flows. Yeah. You're the second person to say that. Love the quiz. So the way this works is, I give you two sides. You tell me which side you prefer and your reason why, and I
okay.
do the same. Yeah.
Okay, work.
Cool. Okay. Side to side. Being ghosted, or like just being told to like do what and being told to F off.
Okay. What would I prefer? Being told to F off.
Yeah. I hear that.
Just be upfront. If you don't want to talk to me, then fine, but don't ghost me.
I hate being left
I'm waiting for a
undelivered.
response. I wasn't even thinking about you the other day. Now I'm waiting for a response. Nah, just tell me to F off.
I hear it. I agree. Like I do I give the story? Yeah, what have I got to lose? So I met I met someone, right? Like,
Recent.
Yeah, who I like really fancied, like really. Do you know, you don't even deserve this. You actually don't, respectfully. But I met someone, right, who I really fancied. Way too much White Claw. Way too much White Claw. It's a demon drink. You've had it.
I don't. Is it that beer?
No, it's like a wine type of like. Let me show you.
I do love a wine. Oh, I have had White Claw. I have.
Doesn't end well.
That'll get to your head.
And like me being me, like got a bit too like big for my boots and thought like, oh my god, let me ask someone out, because naturally when you've spent a,
Why not?
do you get?
Shoot a shot.
So I was like, sent this like long ass pack, and it takes a lot for me to be intimate, and this person knows that, which makes it even worse, right? So I was like, oh, like, do you want to go out? Blah, yada. Red, and I thought, nah, don't disrespect me. I was really ready to unsend it, but I thought if that was me,
You've done it now.
And I would have screenshotted it if it was the other hand and sent it to my friends. So someone's going to see it already anyway. But yeah, I'd rather be told to F off.
Yeah, wait, so how long has he just not responded to you still to this day?
Yeah. This was like, the message was like last Wednesday.
Wow, you need to block him now.
Yeah. So I can't, but I'll tell you why after, but yeah. Big up him. No. It's not that bad, I swear. Yeah, okay. Big Brother or Love Island?
Ooh, Big Brother.
I agree.
Big Brother.
It's very like, I feel like Big Brother's like very like OG like reality.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few shows that I would say has like stayed probably quite true to the core.
And it's not to do with love. Like, as much, so funny because I literally was on I Kiss the Boy, but I feel like I Kiss the Boy is actually about genuine love and connections. Love Island, I could not be in that format. Like, I could not now be with someone and then they go to Casa Amor and they come back with someone else. Like, I'm not actually doing that, all of that. Like, I would just have to leave. I can't. That's too much. I feel like they really like get in your head on there. Like, it's just not.
Yeah.
I would imagine like the side of me that would come out on there would not be nice. I can't imagine it being a relaxing time.
No, I agree. There's actually a guy who's on Love Island from my ends actually, which is quite interesting. He knows my brother.
No way.
Yeah, fun fact. He's not really someone that I'd want to like interview, but he seems like a cool guy. Big up him. Yeah, I would say Big Brother as well.
And it's also iconic, Big Brother.
Yeah, and I love that, like, apart from like the last one, ever since it's come back, everyone who's won has been gay. Apart from the most recent, the guy from Coronation Street, because there was the guy called Jordan, Ali, and then David Potts. Is that his name? David Potts?
They love the gays on there.
They do love a gay.
Well, it's the public. The public love the gays.
Yeah, and it's quite refreshing because, like, when you look at like the other like going on. It's not really the same, like the case.
Who won the one that just happened?
Jack P. Shepherd, the guy from Coronation Street.
Right. I thought that Danny Beard was going to win. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he was second.
I don't know. I stopped kind of watching. I feel like I watched most of it through like socials.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I thought
yeah.
Danny Beard was going to win.
Yeah,
I'm also kind of upset that Ella didn't get a good. She didn't come across very well.
Who's Ella? Sorry,
from Towie, from the Only Ways Essex.
Oh, okay.
Because I love Towie. And
still,
yeah. Well, like it's not as good as it used to be, but
fair.
I do love. That's why Ella's one of the few girls on Towie who is still keeping it good.
Yeah.
So like, and I thought this would be like a good.
That's
thing for
so
her,
rogue. I didn't know Towie. I didn't know Towie was still going.
It is still going, but like, there's no one. Like Gemma's not in it. Joey's not in it. Like, yeah. It's very Gen Z now. Towie.
Yeah. It's a bit like Geordie Shore still running.
Really.
Fair.
Really? Geordie Shore is still running?
Well, like, it's not like Geordie Shore. It's more like them, Geordie Shore with family and kids.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Foreign. No one's watching. I want to see them get drunk. And
yeah.
Isn't that, what's her name? Charlotte. She was like pissing up the wall and stuff.
Yeah, Charlotte Crosby. Yeah, love her. Okay, arranging the date or having the date arranged?
Oh, this is a hard one. Can I go in the middle or no?
Side to side.
Arranging. Because I'm going off like, if I ask someone, so if someone asked me on a date, I would expect them to have it arranged and tell me when to be there. But if I ask someone, I would obviously arrange it.
Do you like being looked after?
I'm like 50-50.
Okay.
I can look after myself and I like looking after someone, but also some days I want to be looked after.
Yeah.
Like I'm very 50-50. I think it depends like what energy I'm met with. Like I said, like if you said to me, oh, like someone said to me, oh, I want to take you on a date, I would expect you to tell me where to be and it's all sorted.
I agree.
Same as if I asked someone, I would do the same.
What's your take on, because my friends, mainly my girlfriends ask me this all the time. What's your take on paying for a date?
My take on paying for a date?
Yeah.
Again, I would say if I've asked you on a date, I'd pay.
Yeah.
And if you've asked me on a date, you should
agree.
pay. And then if it's like an agreed thing, like say for like the date down the line, we're going on multiple dates, sometimes split it or like, I don't know, so one of us is going to pay or split it or whatever. But I think like on the first dates, whoever arranges the date should pay.
I completely agree.
Yeah?
Yeah. Never seems to happen, but I agree.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in an awkward situation like that, where like someone's not, I don't think nothing sticks out to me.
Yeah. Hold on to that. That's a flex.
Yeah. But I think, because I think maybe it depends on like the understanding of like of what you're going into. I don't know. But what side are you on?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Paying or wait, was it
arranging or having the date arranged? Feel like because I'm very particular, this sounds so pessimistic and it doesn't mean to be. I can't really imagine many people like doing a date that I'm pleased with.
That's hard to put out there. Like why?
So I don't think the potential's going to be watching.
What's your idea of a perfect date? In case someone out there, wants to take you off the streets.
My email's in the bio description below. What is my idea of a perfect date? Okay, I really like first or just like in general.
Let's do first.
Okay, first. I would love to go to like an exhibit. Like obviously not like deep diving.
Like an art exhibit? Or like...
No, more like... When I think of more like, have you seen those queer ones they do in London? You can get these ones in London, right? They're like seasonal, and they'll have like particular like art for like black queer people, or they'll have like slideshows of certain things. Like that's my gag.
That's fun. Very unique.
Yeah, which is why I don't think anyone would be able to like.
So you're looking for a very particular person, really. Got anyone out there who is into that kind of art and wants to take them off the streets?
But yeah, I mean, but I also really appreciate effort.
Yeah. So basically, all right. Scenario. Say for example, someone took you on a date, right, and it was to your standards or your type shit, but you can tell they've really like put a lot of effort.
I would give them the benefit of the doubt.
You'd give them the benefit of the doubt, or like would you would you go on another date with them?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure. Like I think I think it's also like a reflection of how much you care.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because the last date I went on, right, was, he won't watch this. The last date I went on, right, he won't. Pick up him. The last date I went on was Nando's.
Okay.
right? Which is, I'm actually okay.
I really do enjoy Nando's.
I really enjoy Nando's, and it's gone quite expensive, so I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, you don't have anyone come to you, do you? You just very much like QR code to go to the tip.
Yeah.
So my guy was like, "Oh, do you want me to pay?" And I thought in my head, I was like, "Yo, you don't ask, just do it."
Just do. Yeah, that's
Do you
like
get
minus some points. Was it a point? No.
Yeah, minus a lot of points.
Yeah.
And at that point in my mind, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not seeing him again." So then that happened, and then like he was, "Oh, like I've got something else planned." I was like, "Do you know what? Let me like open the space up so he can redeem himself." Right?
Did he?
No. So then we went to this like. Are you familiar with the area?
This area?
Yeah.
Hell no, I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, like down there, there's like a retail park, which is where the Nando's is, and then there's like an arcade. And I was like, do you know what? You're not for it.
I'm so over arcade dates. I'm so over arcades. I'm so over arcade dates. I'm so over crazy golf, mini golf. I hate it with a passion.
I feel like you're like not very.
Well, it's partly my fault. Obviously, growing up in Hastings, there was nothing to do. I worked in the arcades, so I was always there, and there was crazy golf. So that's what we always used to do.
Fair.
And my little brother also works in the arcades now as well. So it's just not fun. Like it's not to me. But did you enjoy?
Well, no. Well, we didn't do it.
Oh.
So we went in, and it was like quite busy, and I was quite happy to wait. And he was like, "Oh, no, do you know what? Allow it." And I thought, "Okay, cool.
Allow it."
Yeah, allow you.
Is he a roadman?
I wouldn't say so. You know, people that just talk like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're actually a bit of a softie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
which
bad.
I can subscribe to.
Yeah, I can see that for you.
Yeah. Give too much away. And then I was like sat in his car for God knows how long, just like talking. And I thought, I feel like
That's fun though. See, I love a drive. I love talking in cars. I love like late night drives with music. That's very much my vibe. I do enjoy.
Do you drive?
No.
You live in London, to be fair.
I don't drive, no, but I think I do like people who can drive.
Yeah.
And I just like being in a car overnight time.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Fair. I hear it. Yeah, fair. I mean, and at that point, I was just like, do you know what? You just aren't for me, baby boy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you guys are a match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
At least you got Nando's.
That I paid for, but yeah.
Oh, you paid for the Nando's?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said he paid for it.
Yeah, so he was like, "Oh, should I pay for it?" And I was like, you shouldn't ask." And I thought, let me, because I feel quite,
That's so awkward.
I would feel quite guilty someone paying for it if I know there and then that I'm not seeing them again.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's very fair.
So you already decided you're not seeing him again?
Preconceived thought, yeah.
Fine. Do you know what? Fair. I respect that.
Yeah, it's not in my nature. I just think like, cause he lives, things are expensive.
He lives is real. No, it is real.
Why am I bleeding someone dry when I know I'm not going to see them again?
That's true. Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what? Shout out to you, because a lot of people would have taken the free Nando's.
I mean, times are changing. Maybe I'll switch up. If you see me next time doing God knows what, yeah, things have changed. Okay, cool. And Beyonce or Ariana Grande?
Oh.
So I've actually only asked this because I was going based on who we both follow.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I follow both though, no?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh my God, it's hard because I don't want to get like attacked. But
We're all friends here.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I love them both for like different reasons, and I think they are both like insanely talented.
Who's your favourite singer?
My favorite singer ever.
Yeah. Oh, you're a Barb, aren't you?
Barb, yeah, Nikki, down, always Nikki. And Rihanna.
Yeah, I can respect Rihanna.
I'm sorry, like Rihanna, she's just so bad.
Yeah,
bad girl.
Yeah, I can respect Rihanna. I hear that
she's
one.
Bad.
Fair.
Okay, I'm gonna say Beyonce.
Fair.
You? Ariana.
Ariana, yeah. I feel like I've missed the memo though, because like every Tom, Dick, and Harry has gone to see her over the last week.
What, Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like literally, I was.
Move the mic slightly, just more. Yeah, all good. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, literally everyone's going, and I wasn't going. I didn't go, and then Baraka and Jazz went, and so I couldn't go. So they both borrowed my cowboy boots.
Oh, love.
Yeah, but I actually couldn't. So technically, I went. My cowboy boots.
In spirit. Yeah.
In spirit, I went.
I didn't realise how many, because I don't really like I'm not really for like the cowboy Carter like era. It's not really my, loved Renaissance and loved like everything before, but cowboy isn't really for me. But like literally every Tom, Dick, and Harry seems to have gone to this tour, and I thought, have I missed something?
Yeah, literally everyone is going.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of like a last, because I remember speaking to some people and they were saying that they're not going.
Yeah.
And then last minute they've gone.
People
so like, is there something...
I think people have definitely hopped onto buying last minute tickets.
Yeah,
like,
maybe it's cheaper or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Maybe.
But yeah, no, I would say Beyonce. But I love Ariana Grande. What's your favorite Ariana Grande song?
Changes. Probably of all time, probably Ghosting.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's a bit slow.
If you say like Bang Bang, I'm going to get up and leave.
Do you not like that song?
It's just such like...
Do you not love... It reminds me of being a kid.
I hate that song just because it's everywhere. And like, do you remember when it was like in trend where like every single person would cover it on X Factor?
Is it still everywhere?
X Factor, really badly.
Is it still everywhere?
I don't know about now, but I remember it was for ages. And everyone would try and sing it on X Factor horribly.
Yeah, not Bang Bang. Bang Bang's good. My favourite album is that album, though, My Everything.
Okay.
Are you that far into it, you know, like albums of Ariana?
Ish.
Like the Problem era, like Break Free and Love Me Harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favourite Ariana Grande song? This is going to sound a bit like basic because it is new, but I really love it. I really love We Can't Be Friends.
Okay.
I think the song's really beautiful.
I don't mind it, yeah.
And I really love the music video.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know what I thought your answer would be.
But yeah, and I really love Ghosting as well. And yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It changes quite a lot though. Like tomorrow it'll probably be like something from Dangerous Woman, and then be something from like Thank You Next.
Love Thank You Next. My favourite song is In My Head.
Really? That's rogue.
I love
That's
that song.
really rogue.
I love that song.
Fair.
I love it.
Interesting. So I wouldn't go as far to say I dislike it, but it definitely isn't up there.
Really?
But...
I think you should listen to it again. Like, put some headphones in, listen to it really, really loud. Put yourself in the situation.
Right.
And like just really feel it. It's a really good song.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's a banger.
I've never met anyone who likes In My Head.
Really?
That's crazy.
Why? It's so good. So good.
I feel like it just isn't really like the vibe of what she's usually going for.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just not like other girls, you know?
Yeah.
It's a bit quirky.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
And I thank you. I appreciate everything you're doing. And for the people then, it's very it's very rare that we get to see people who look like us on. I mean, I think queer people, gay people in general on TV is quite a rarity, to be honest, you know? I think this, which is probably why this show has been so like widely received, because it's like it's filling a void for so many people, you know, inevitably, and it kind of feels like our own experience as well, because we're getting to like live through you in a way. And I'm grateful to be like alive and young in a time where I'm able to see it through my my own lens, you know, and be able to talk to people like yourself. So yeah, thank you so much, Callum. Where do the people find you?
This is so fun. I always see people do this. Just Instagram and TikTok, and it's just callum.ak.
Kush. Guys, thank you so much. Hope you've made it to the end. Hope everyone has a great evening, morning, whatever. If you see me and Callum talking to or doing God knows what at
Brighton Pride,
and you're going to Black Pride.
Yes, oh my gosh, I am going to Black Pride.
Fun, Black Pride and Brighton Pride.
Oh my god, we're besties now.
Mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business.
My name is Jord Harewood, and this is the Winning Side Podcast. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Yeah, peace out.
Deuces.